What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans live stream. Back here in White Temple, we have the MLCW today. We're going to be doing 2 Town Hall 10 war attacks. Then we'll pop across to my Town Hall 12 in Red Elite, because we do have the CWL attack for that. But we actually have a lot of Town Hall 11s. I think I'm probably going to have to dip on that attack, but we might be attacking a Town Hall 12. We'll see. But Town Hall 10 is where it's at. We have a couple of the guys from White Temple kindly joined me on voice in order to help plan these attacks. We're thinking base number 21. You guys want to quickly introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Landon, the leader here in White Temple.
And I'm Riven. I take care of the recruiting for our sister clan, the Hero, and that's pretty much it, and kind of help Landon out with whatever he needs.
Awesome. And the White Temple Discord will be flashing up in the chat. If any of you guys are interested in joining White Temple, jumping on this with us, Town Hall 9 and above right now, is that correct?
That's correct, yep.
Town Hall 9 and above. You have to apply through Discord though, guys, because if basically they have to screen who's coming in. So yeah. Welcome everyone in the stream. Eddie, Robbie, Pete, Ryan. I'd give you all shout outs. Ahmed, welcome to the stream as well. This is the base we're first looking at, base number 21. So we'll start to discuss the plan and we can refine it as we go. Any of you guys that have any feedback in terms of the plans, be sure to put them in the chat there and we will try our best. So what we were discussing was the Hog Riders for this base and the Kill Squad with the Wall Wrecker up towards the Multi-Inferno. So I had initially said from the Mortar, but I think Riven, you said in between the Archer Tower and the Cannon you think would be a better option for the Wall Wrecker.
Right, kind of right around that gold storage there, because I think that'll give you a better angle on the Queen.
Okay. And I mean, I'm definitely going to be taking a Golem with this. I think there's just quite a lot to push in order to get that. Would you say just maybe a baby dragon on the elixir collector, or even just a minion would be enough to create the funnel there, actually, wouldn't it? Right at the bottom.
Yeah, you want to make sure you get the elixir collector and that barracks. Yeah. And then maybe put your golem kind of towards that mortar with 1 or 2 wizards maybe.
Yep. And that will push you through, and that's awesome. Nice to see Town Hall 10 attacks. Yeah, well, fingers crossed we can actually get the 3 stars here. So, I mean, that's pretty easy in terms of the funnel. And if I just take a minion for that bottom corner, unless,
yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking how long that's going to take the minion actually.
That should be fine.
If the
minion takes a while, just drop it first, and then you can drop the golem and then the wizards.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I know minions are super slow.
You could always do 2 minions, 1 on each, also.
Yeah, we could do that. 2 minions. So I already have a Hog Rider army built up, actually, which is pretty good. We only need the 1 golem, though, would you say? We don't need 2 for that amount, do we? Let's have a look at this.
Correct, yeah.
Just maximize on hogs coming around. And then I have a rage spell, 2 freeze, and 3 heal is what I have at the moment. I can relook at that and see whether we feel the freeze is needed or not.
The problem is that you probably want 2 poisons so that you can deal with the ground skeletons.
At the end. Yeah.
And then if you take and then your option is, if you want even just 1 freeze, you got to take 2. So I like it. I like having at least 1 freeze to get the wrecker in deep enough. Right there, because the golem's probably going to die, and you're going to get targeted by both of those expos, and then the queen, and then it's going to draw the CC, so the CC will be on it. So at least freezing and poisoning the CC. So that means you got to, if you take 1, you got to take 2.
Yeah. Funny thing is, I just for some reason dropped a freeze, and I've requested a max level. Yeah, I dropped a freeze, and I'm just gonna remake it. That was dumb of me, but anyway, not to worry. So, let's see. I haven't been on the chat here for a little while. Lord Vimes, welcome to the stream. Understand what in-game name is... Yeah, I'm not sure what the question is. I still play Brawl Stars, yeah, of course. So, in terms of this base, like I said, guys, drop any tips that you have in terms of as we're discussing the plan. I will definitely be picking up on them, and any that look, you know, look interesting. We'll definitely see it, even if we don't read them all out. So, in terms of the kill squad, then we've got 2 minions for the barracks and the elixir collector. Obviously, we'll get that funnel there. 3 wizards, I would imagine, would be enough. Got to be careful of that cannon, actually. It's 3 o'clock. Because that probably won't lock onto the golem unless I put it... Yeah, I could probably angle it so the cannon locks onto it as well.
If you angle it so the cannon at 3 locks onto it, then the cannon that's on the other side won't.
Interesting point, yes. Guess that doesn't protect my wrecker too well then, does it? Yeah, we can still create the funnel up the top, so yeah, that's a good point. We'll make sure the cannon at the bottom tanks for it, and the wizard should still get the barracks, builder hut, gold mine, and that's enough of a funnel, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially if I deploy the queen more to the south. There's no way she's going up there once the initial wall is open. Kevin, I will be attacking once we have the webcam's not in sync. Oh. Well, that's not good. It normally is fine, but I don't think there's a lot I can do about it now, if I'm honest. Unless I shut down the stream, so that's not really an option. Are we attacking a Town Hall 10? Oh, I am a Town Hall 10 on this account, Madness. Don't worry, I'm not dipping as a 12. I would just fly on in there. Looks fine to Eddie. Alright. That's fine then. Okay, so in terms of that then, we'll expect the wrecker to get up towards like where the expo is as a minimum. Then we can just pop the Valks and a Rage out at that point, I think.
Yeah.
They may not get like the wizard tower on the back end on the like 3 o'clock. But they should actually. The queen should still mop that up, so not to worry. So then for the Hog Rider deployment, if I start on the wizard tower, which I might even get, like as the king and queen are coming through, the queen will probably get that wizard tower anyway.
Right.
I'll probably start on the cannons next to the multi-inferno. Is that the defenses you would estimate I'm going to have to start with?
Yeah, I would say probably on that cannon there, and the expo should go down. So you're going to be on those 2 cannons where that multi is, I think.
I'm just trying to picture the path of the wall wrecker here, and I'm worried if my troops start to come down to where that expo is, they might not then turn around and go back up to where the wall wrecker is, do you think? Like, my queen could easily get stuck down there and not head up towards the enemy queen.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If the wall wrecker comes in between the cannon and the archer tower, comes up to the bomb tower, my troops could easily get stuck down here where the expo or the builder hut and the wizard tower are.
Right. If you put... How many wizards do you have? 10?
I have 10. That's just for, like, cleanup and the initial part of this. It was just... I'd already had them cooked up.
Right. If you use, over on that... With the golem, 2 or 3, and then maybe send 2 in, like, behind the wrecker, they might help clean that central area up a little quicker. But that multi might get them, too. Depending on what it targets, and I think it can target. I think it can target 5 troops at a time.
Yeah, someone's just in the chat actually. Andrea says, we could also come in from the other side where the king is. I guess it's kind of a symmetrical base, so I'm not sure. I mean, it would take the king down.
I think I would prefer to come in from 6 o'clock, because that's, if you come in by the king, you're going to have to come in kind of more towards 9 o'clock in order to get the queen as well. And the queen is what's really going to screw your hogs up.
Yeah, and you're right. Just with the town hall being offset a little bit like that.
Right. And coming in from that side, you have a better chance of getting 2 expos. I would rather get the second expo down over getting the king down on a hog attack.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, would you change the wall wrecker position from in between the archer tower and the cannon to more like directly 6 o'clock? Would that help us to steer our troops directly up?
Yeah, you would have to devote a little bit more to about 7 o'clock or so to get that funnel a little better. You know, to make sure your queen doesn't walk.
I don't like it coming from directly 6 because you're increasing the wrecker length of path. Whenever you do an attack that you have to get the queen, try to make that path the shortest as possible. Because if the wrecker dies too soon, you're done.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I am doing 10v10. Zishan, welcome to the stream. We also have Zet over on Twitch. Welcome. We're actually in the White Temple chat for this one, but I will be doing my Red Elite attack later, so I'm sure we'll get that all sorted. And we are using the Kill Squad hogs for this one. Okay, so I guess we're happy with that. We'll have to just see what happens. I'll send in a couple of wizards behind, like you said. Then we can target the hogs directly to the Inferno Tower and kind of right from them cannons all the way across to 9 o'clock. I'll just kind of send a wall of hog riders in there, would you think? I've got a lot of them.
I like it. I would save like 5 or 6 hogs to kind of flank in towards the end in case they start taking a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would deploy the hogs just like you said, and then the 5 that you hold back, maybe even just 4, I would like to put on that mortar that's just outside on that 9 to 12 side, because there's an empty space and there's more than likely or that's where people like to put them. So killing that and keeping the hogs inside the base will help a lot.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself, actually, so we will definitely do that. Use power potions, I don't need to, but thanks, Kevin. I normally do when I'm doing the bat spell attacks. Okay, I don't think there's too much more we need to go over then. Probably just a rough guide as to where we're putting the heal spells, so I'd guess one in between when we first come in, like just past that wizard tower, in between the expo and the wizard tower.
Yeah.
Because there is probably a giant bomb, I would guess, next to that wizard tower.
Correct.
And then I'd say a second one, like you said, after them 5 hogs come in, next to the bomb tower in that little region. And then the third one is probably just we can use wherever. Like, see how the raid goes.
I would say the third one and your second poison probably somewhere in the area of that multi. The multi should go down, but just kind of to heal your hogs on the back end.
Yeah, and I've got a feeling there's Teslas next to the mortars there by the town hall as well.
Oh, that's probably true, yeah.
Yeah, we can't use ice golems, unfortunately. Thanks for the support. I am hoping it pays off as well. Plan is looking good. That's all okay. Most people are agreeing with the plan here, which is good.
That's a plus.
That is a plus. I think, honestly, even if there is Teslas next to that town hall, the hogs should have pathed correctly that they get that. I guess the only thing is we'll have a couple of hogs that from this multi might path to the air sweeper, and we might have a big split in the hog riders. That's the only thing I'm a little concerned with, but I'm pretty happy with the plan.
Yeah, after that air sweeper goes down, they really should kind of join back with the pack, because most of the stuff, kind of south of that should be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might be a bomb tower in that little section as well, just south of the giant bomb, sorry, just south of the bomb tower.
Right. Yeah.
I would guess that there's also the giant bombs in the Archer Tower components that are to the right and left of the bomb towers, next to that builder hut, next to that wall piece.
Yes. Yeah, that's definitely, I would definitely think there's one there. But we've got the heal spell planned for this, so that should be good.
Right.
Mohammed thinks it's going to be a 3-star. No pressure. Eddie, I guess we are doing surgical in a way, but we're just going to send the hogs in kind of right across this side. Once we've created that funnel, the hogs will just come directly onto all of these buildings and then merge up kind of this direction is the plan.
Heavy but surgical.
Stoned Bread actually thinks the Tesla farms will be like either side of the air sweepers.
Mm-hmm.
Which should still be fine. Like if the hog riders, because the wall wrecker should help us to... Actually, it probably won't, but we should, if the Teslas pop in that area, we'll still take them down with part of the kill squad.
Yeah.
Oh, Zet's across on YouTube now as well. Are you in? Oh, he's in voice with us as well.
I'm everywhere, Gino.
Yeah, I got Zed in on the last one, so he's actually kind of free to come and help you with the streams and stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, so obviously you'll have a little bit of delay, Zet, if you're watching on the stream itself, but feel free to obviously chime in if you think there's any alterations we could make. Richard, I don't think we're overthinking a little. We've only planned for what, 15 minutes, if that. Like, some people plan bases for hours on end. Absolutely hours. So, no. You got this. Teslas is either side of the sweepers or next to the town hall. Yeah, either way, I don't think it's an issue. I think we've got it covered. So, in terms of my composition, I have 1 golem, 32 hog riders, the 2 minions for the bottom, 10 wizards, and I still have 6 capacity left. So I'm thinking maybe just another wizard and another minion.
Do you have any goblins? You're definitely going to want goblins for cleanup.
Yeah.
I don't. How many would you take? Just 2?
I usually take 4. They're really good for like the storages and stuff after all the defenses are down.
Yeah. Honestly, Kevin, we're not thinking too much, and if you keep putting that in the chat, we'll just, ban you off the stream. How do you know where the hogs will go? Well, Chris, they only target the defenses, so that's how we know where they're going to go. Once we've taken out some of the defenses, we know exactly where they'll go in the other direction. Watch out for red air bombs on the outside. The minions will be fine with that. We're not taking Baby Dragon or anything, so... Okay, so we still have room for 2 more. Another minion, I guess.
Yeah, another minion.
Why not?
Yep.
Then let's do it. 2 poisons, 2 freeze, 1 rage, which will be for the CC, the kill squad, sorry, and my CC, the Valks, and 3 heal. Minion or 2 archers. We could use archers, but minions will be faster, I guess. I'm doing well, John. I hope you are as well. Go for the attack. As soon as this troop is built, which it is, we can go ahead and attack. So, what I like to do before I attack is basically just, for anyone that's just tuning in, because I don't know how this works. I really don't know how it works, but whenever you are about to attack, there's always a decent increase in the amount of viewers. And when I say decent, I mean like, I don't know, 10 people or something. But I like to just review the attack for people. So for this Town Hall 10 attack, we are using the Hog Riders. We're going to start with a couple of minions here to create the funnel at 6 o'clock. We are then going to have the Golem come in towards the mortar, which should tank for these 3 defenses. and then continue to tank as we move through. 3 wizards just for this area as well. Try and get these 3 buildings down to create the funnel. Then the wall wrecker will come onto the gold mine, which should then path directly through this area. We're hoping to get through to where the multi-inferno is as a minimum. We've got Valkyries in there, which we will use a rage spell for. The ballers would basically split up everywhere, so the Valks are probably better to just push through that area. King and Queen obviously coming through, and we're hoping to get all of this area down so that we can start the Hog Rider deployment right across this left hand side. Push ourselves right the way through. We use a heal spell here initially, 1 heal spell over by the bomb tower here, and probably another one up towards the top. Any final comments on that, guys, before we go for it? Obviously you can, you know, give me a shout during the attack if you think there's any changes.
I like it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I like it. I'm good with it. It's a great strategy for a fresh hit.
Yeah, well, let's give it a shot. Let's see what we can do, and fingers crossed we can get the 3. So let's start it up now, and let's go for it. Wish me luck in the chat, guys. Let's hit it. So minions coming in first, because that's going to be the point which takes a little bit more time. Golem coming in alongside 3 wizards, just to try and speed that up. Then, come on minions, get that down. Hurry up. Let's get the wall wrecker in. Yeah, their minions are taking their time.
Yeah, they're almost done though.
Yeah, they're done.
There we
Once
go.
this wall wrecker gets through this first wall, I'll put the king and the queen. A couple more minions behind like we discussed. Not minions, wizards, sorry. Queen's doing quite well. Come on, Wrecker, you need to just get a little bit further.
He's about to be pulled.
There's a poison in on the minions. Valks should hopefully get through that wall, get the queen.
Freeze the CC.
I should have done that.
Okay, they're coming for your queen. You got the queen, so you should be okay. Ability.
Queen went down there, which I wasn't expecting. Okay, so we can... Where the heck are these hogs going? Okay, I'm just going to put the other 5 across in this engine. We can freeze that. And get another heal there for where that giant bomb is, but this is not going well at all. Put another freeze.
Go ahead and try to poison those skellies if you can.
Okay, I'm just literally spreading all over the place now, just in case we can diagnose any other traps or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, there's the Teslas.
Yeah, that was a nightmare. You are right. That was awful.
Yeah, the only thing I would have changed about that was the record pathing didn't kind of go as wide as I thought it would. Maybe a little bit more south on the record.
Yeah.
Yeah. It barely missed opening that wall wrecker compartment, and I mean barely, and that's what got you.
Yeah, the Valks needed to get through there.
Yeah. There we go. And then
Yeah,
poison
unlucky. Yeah, you're right. It probably was a bit more unlucky. We've probably been a bit harsh on that. It was, you know, I think the plan was fine. Why is the attack still going? Do I have troops? No. Just glitched out?
I'm not sure. I'm looking. I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, so why don't we review it back? Like I said, with these streams, you know that what we do with this is very casual. We do just, we
You
do
had an
just...
archer on the bottom just pounding on a wall, if you were wondering.
Say again?
You had an archer at the bottom just pounding on a wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, these streams are just for us to try and improve. Honestly, we enjoy doing it as well. Anyone that puts just straight up negative stuff in the chat, you will just be banned off the channel for good. Don't make out like you don't fail. But honestly, I don't care if we fail as well, because that's where we are going to improve. So, if we look at this, let's review the attack. I've obviously got it streaming, just started it. So Zet, you might be a little bit delayed when you're watching it, but I think the kill squad, like you said, just the wall wrecker not getting through. I should have probably used a freeze when we saw the wall wrecker taking a lot of damage. in order to get
Yeah.
it through that final bit.
And you can pause it and see the wall wreckers like on that one corner wall piece. So one tile to the left, the wall wrecker would have gotten that corner open, and the king would have went inside.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So just a tiny little bit placement, and then yeah, the king would have been inside. If we'd have froze there as well, the Valks were basically stuck underneath that dragon, just getting pounded.
Yeah.
So if we'd have altered the wall wrecker's pathing just that little bit, king would have obviously gone in, and then maybe froze. The Expo, I feel, was doing the most damage.
Yeah.
Andrew says, with this layout, Valks wasn't right. In my opinion, you can storage another golem or anything better. In the CC, though, the Valks were in the CC, you know that, right? So, that... the golem wouldn't have been the best option. I'm telling you now, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, it would not. The golem wouldn't have been tanking for anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the idea, Steve. As long as we're all learning with this, that's the idea of the streams. And, you know, I'll be doing this stuff in the background anyway, so we might as well jump on. Jeffin, thanks for the support. I do appreciate that. I do apologise to the other people over on Twitch there. For some reason, I forgot I was streaming on Twitch as well, so I'm just checking the chat now. Probably a bit late, but oh well.
But yeah, that's kind of the thing that stinks a little bit, is looking back on this and seeing how far your king went around the outside. There was a skeleton trap in that compartment that he would have triggered and killed. And your overall hog pathing, it was all down to the wrecker being one
not
tile
getting
off.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That's how little it can be. That's how little it can be. Just that one tile, and it could have been a whole different story. But, oh well. At least we know when we go to attack this again, we can potentially send the wrecker a little bit better. See, I told you, 6 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah. But and that's the hard part about this kind of stuff, and why it can be difficult playing at a high level, is knowing that, because we could have easily put it at 6 and the wrecker wouldn't have made it to the queen. We could have, or it may have, you know. Right.
Well,
Yeah, the crazy
and
imp
League War
is
bases
just
are-
said exactly what we did. He thinks it would have
League
gone
War
out.
bases are designed so much stronger than you know your standard bases that you are encounter in, like, you know, lower level wars, or when you're farming. You know,
Yeah.
one thing can go wrong and it can derail your entire attack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is the MLCW, guys. Anyone that has just joined, this is the MLCW matchup here at White Temple. If you're interested in joining, it's flashing up in the chat all of the time. You're welcome, if you are a maxed Town Hall 9 or above, to apply via Discord in order to join White Temple. We do have another attack, Kevin, so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to start planning. I don't know if anyone has called. I checked the caller before we started and there wasn't any calls. No one's called any bases, so we're still free to just kind of plan wherever. I mean, is there any bases you guys have looked at and already have roughly an idea for, or should we just go through the different ones?
Do you want to do a fresh hit, Judo, or do you want to do a cleanup?
I don't mind. If anything, I should probably do the fresh hits, I'm guessing, because I'm a bit more out of practice. I haven't warred with you guys that much on my 10, but it depends on what you think. If there's a plan you think that I can do, or if you'd prefer me to just do the fresh hits and ensure we get a scout, then
for your stream,
I'm filling you with confidence.
It might have value for your stream to go ahead and do a cleanup attack, so that people see how that works, but that's up to you. I don't care whichever one we do.
Yeah, we can do that as long as, yeah. I mean, there's a couple of bases here that are like 95, 92%. We could look at one of them.
We can kind of show them how we break down replays and make a plan off that.
Yeah, let's do that. What you meant to say is, for the stream, it might make it look that you don't suck if there's already a plan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's who, Judo. There you go.
That's it, yeah. But yeah, we can definitely, that's a good idea though. We can show people how we look at the replays and how we would then change it. So, I mean, should we just look at the different replays first, or is there anyone that you you've already looked at that you think is easy to fix?
One of the easiest fixes, I think, is on base 13, if you were okay doing a Queen Walk Miner hit.
Yeah, I've done Queen Walk Miner before.
So probably the biggest mistake here was just in the way that he did the CC pull. He used a wizard instead of like a barb or a smaller troop. And then his intent was to kill him with the queen, and he was a little bit delayed on his poison and rage. And also the queen placement. She ends up going inside the base instead of walking down the outside.
Yeah. This is the first time I've seen this attack, so I'm just obviously kind of watching how it went.
Yeah, I think really all you need to do is kind of fix that funnel a little bit so the heroes actually go down the sides, and that's a real good base for miners in the middle there.
Yeah, so the queen comes around the top of the base.
Correct, and then the king goes, the king is actually
Down
doing
the
what
bottom.
it's supposed to do.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it does
I
look
also
good for
think
miners.
you can skip the baby dragon. The queen will take care of that fine if she walks down over there. Just to give yourself a few more miners.
Yeah.
Where on earth is the War Wrecker going as well?
It's going towards the broken town hall.
So,
And
would the
would
Wrecker
actually
be the
start
best
that-
option, or would you take a Slammer, for example?
I like a slammer right here, honestly. I think you can
Yeah.
get a little bit more value out of the slammer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Wrecker doesn't really do anything for the miners, and if we've got the queen coming around the outside, and we fix that funnel, the Wrecker doesn't really do anything for us, whereas the Slammer might
Yeah.
give us a bit more damage.
With miners, I usually use the wrecker to kind of tank for my king a little bit, but I mean that didn't happen here. But yeah, I like Landon said, I think a slammer is the better option because you can tank a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, definitely. So, in terms of fixing this then, if we start to watch it again, so we can use a barb just to start with.
Uh-huh.
That will pull the CC. Will one barb be enough? Yeah, it will be. And then once that comes up, you said the poison and the rage was off. What did you mean by that? Oh, I see what you mean. He missed the Valks, didn't he, with the poison?
Yeah,
Oh, no, they're still in it.
Yeah, they're still in there, but he really waits a little bit
Late.
Too long? Yeah.
Yeah, he could have done it earlier to slow them up so the queen starts to target them before they get there, and then he waited too long on the rage.
So to fix the funnel, would you just adjust where the queen is? Would you just deploy her a little bit further, like anti-clockwise, in order to force her up that way? Or would you actually bring some troops to make the funnel? I can't make my mind up. I
No.
feel like just using the queen would be a better option.
Yes, just using the queen would be a better option. With miners, you want more miners, so the not taking the other troops will help. And yeah, I think that just moving her up so she's kind of maybe in between the barracks and the whatchamacallit, the gold mine,
Yep.
should be good enough.
Yeah, I'm just dumping all my troops. So we had a baby drag, we need a barbarian. I can't remember what else there was, but I'll just cook a load of miners and then we'll go from there.
A lot of miners.
So,
I'll be back in just a minute.
yeah, not to worry. A YouTube, yeah, that's a lot of work, Kevin. We did do that previously, and it was an incredible amount of work when, because it was, you know, we did get people involved with setting it up, but it, you know, I did do a lot of it, and yeah, it was a lot of work. So, what does the baby dragon actually do? What value does that give us? Just force the queen onto the expo?
Well, I think he was saying to lose the baby dragon. You really shouldn't need it.
I think maybe what he was doing there, if the queen walks up and around, she targets the expo for sure, whereas, I mean, she probably should still target that, but if she targets the town hall, that expo's hitting on her the whole time.
I mean, your healer should stay up, so your healer should. I mean, it's because the archer tower will kind of be on your miners. and you should be able to heal through, I would think.
Okay. Empire, thank you so much for the bits over on Twitch. I should unlock bats on this account, I just haven't got around to it. But I should unlock them. Thanks for the support, Robbie, I appreciate that. Okay, so the queen is going to be... Yeah, I guess, because there'll be a Tesla there, but she should still take out that area easy enough. We don't need the baby drag then, do we? So we don't need that baby drag. What did the bowler and the wizards actually do? That was to funnel the king, wasn't it? So the bowler worked well to get the bounce.
He tried to bowl it down onto the mortar, but it missed or it was hitting the dark storage, so it didn't get down in time. The king went that way anyway. He just turned around once that stuff was clear. He couldn't get
So I do think the
wall.
bowler would work if I deployed the bowler a bit more to the south. Other than that, though, I don't know if there's a lot of other cleanup troops we need there. Use a training potion if you had one. Yeah, I will do, actually. I think I have one. If not, yeah, I've got one. I was going to say, if not, once we have the plan ready, I would just gem it anyway. Got plenty of gems on this account, and I only use my gems for streams and things. Stop people just sitting around. So, we need Slammer. Would you put Hog Riders in there? I often quite like that, just to merge in with the miners. So the Hogs can work quite well. What do you think? Or would you just go
Can you
miners?
say that one more time for me?
I was thinking maybe putting Hog Riders in there to mix in with the miners. Sometimes it works quite well.
I think I would stick with miners. Just get as many like when I do miners attacks, it's usually literally all miners and maybe a wizard or two.
Yeah.
Well, where's that slammer going to be pathing to? Like, where are you kind of expecting it to be unloading those troops?
So I will probably
There's a couple
deploy
spots
it.
on the base that dropping some tanks in the middle actually could really help those miners out.
It's probably going to drop somewhere around those two air defenses. It should
Yeah,
get the
I would think-
Expo, the sweeper.
Yeah, and then it's going to go down somewhere near that multi-inferno, would be my guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done the healers. What's wrong with me? Need to make sure we got that.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So, the one thing is though, I'll need a balloon because there is a black bomb that went off in that top region. The baby dragon got rid of that once it took out the town hall.
Right.
Which then brings you to the thing, do I just put the baby dragon in? I know it's 5 troop capacity, but...
I would put the loon in over the baby dragon because the loon is 5, whereas the baby dragon is 10. Because,
Just to path the queen onto that town, onto the expo, and just... He's going to be stuck on that town hall a little while.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt you. I don't think it'll hurt you to the point of, that. I don't think it'll hurt you too bad.
Yeah, I might just do that. Okay. For some reason, I'd cooked up the baby drag anyway. What I do need to make sure is that the funnel down to the south here is going to be created well enough for the king to go on the outside. So the bowler bounce onto the mortar should be okay. See exactly where he placed it, so I know to put it a little bit extra. Okay, so yeah, I need to deploy it right at the south of that. Or maybe even a little bit, like 7 o'clock on the DE. And then... is that enough to send the king? I feel like I might need a wizard onto that builder hut, just to ensure that the king... or maybe the bowler will get it. Maybe the bowler will turn and get that. I think it should be fine.
Yeah.
Might take... you know what I might do? Drop that loon that I don't really need now and take an extra barb just in case I don't deploy, like, get everything out the CC, because that would suck, and then a wizard anyway. In fact, I should
Yeah,
probably.
I like it.
Would you take a couple of wizards behind the king? I always think that's a good idea because the king's such a good tank. It always seems a shame not to have a couple of wizards just behind him.
Yeah, as long you just don't want to take away too much from your miners.
From the miners, yeah. I mean, he had 25. I've currently got 27. So even if I drop one, I've still got one more miner than he had.
Okay. Okay, that's probably okay then.
Then I guess we'll just throw a minion in there as well. So spell wise, Bob won't pull entire CC. There's an expo right there. Yeah, I've got the second one now just in case anyway, but thanks for the thanks for that. Take miners in the slammer. Yeah, I definitely have done that. He just goes with the one freeze. Poison on the CC, rage the queen at that point. How much value does this freeze give him? Didn't see where he used it. Wow, Empire, thank you so much for the bits. 300 bits now. Flying, my dude. Absolutely flying. Yeah, any of you guys that haven't subscribed to the second channel either, that one is flashing up in the chat as well. Oh, I missed the freeze. I'm too busy reading the chat. That one's flashing up. That is just pure gameplay, so I don't commentate on the videos, but I have a Clash of Clans series, a Brawl Stars series. I will be playing other games as well. Feel free to subscribe to that channel. It will help out a lot.
Freeze
yeah.
was just on the multi at the entry, just so you know.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that probably helped with the miners, but would it be better on the back multi-inferno where I could hit a wizard tower as well?
No, I think you had a bomb tower in the freezes. Like, it was a little late, it could have been a minute sooner.
Okay.
I would say using it on the back end might be a little bit better because you're going to have a lot of miners on the front end and you're going to push through that area really quickly. So just a heal would be fine.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'll use it on the back end there because that's where he then struggled as well.
Yeah.
I didn't see many.
Yeah, that back end Inferno gets a deep range on him while he's taking down 2 rows of things, so.
I didn't see any skeletons causing that big of an issue in the middle, but I'll just review it again because they can really mess your miners up.
Yeah, they slow them down a lot.
Agent on YouTube, thank you for the donation as well. You guys can get some hype in the chat there for Agent. I hope you're well, my friend. I haven't spoken in a little while. I guess, when was it? Brawl Stars video you commented on, that's what it was. Right. And then I think we're good to go, guys. I don't think there's anything else we need to plan. Just exact placement of the queen. So there's one Skelly spell initially there, but the miners obviously get that down pretty quickly. There is another one in the middle, but again, that's not near the multi-inferno or anything like that. It seems pretty good. Okay.
Hold on, I'm switching over right now to get you the slammer and stuff.
Oh, thanks.
Are you getting on Cade?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't know if he has any cooked up or not.
That's fine. I'll just have another heal spell, and then I think we're good to go. Good to go. I've Got Gaming, welcome to the stream. Agent, yes, thank you so much. Nick on Twitch as well, welcome to the stream. Killer Bean, let's hope we can get it. How are you, man? MD, welcome to the stream as well. Oh, Agent had 2 donations there. I didn't even see it. Yeah, Eddie, I fully trust my moderator team, so you feel free to moderate the chat as you see fit there as well, but I took the liberty of doing that for you. Crazy Imp, thank you so much. Why am I taking the freeze spell? So the freeze spell is going to be for the back-end multi-inferno. There's a multi-inferno there with 2 wizard towers, so we should be able to freeze the multi and the wizard tower. All the best for the attack, thank you, Vohan. Tim says good luck as well, thank you for that. So we now have the slammer, actually, thank you for that. I'm just going to check on Discord that no one else has called this in the meantime, because we did have a stream, Zet will remember, not that long ago, where someone called the base that we'd been discussing. He wasn't very happy. Fortunately, we got the 3-star, though.
Right.
Right. So, the last thing I want to clarify, thank you, Hullabulla, why the Stone Slammer? Because the Wall Wrecker doesn't really give us any value. So actually the Stone Slammer can help to take down some of these defenses before it pops the miners out. So we just need to clarify where we're putting the Queen. So would you say in that little pocket, you know, where the Builder Hut there is?
Yes, but kind of more towards the Elixir Collector.
Yeah, like in that little, like directly in the middle of there is where I was thinking.
Right.
And then she'll kind of spread and shoot outwards to the different buildings.
Right. And she might kind of halfway go over to that gold storage, but once you put your miners in, they should take care of that gold storage and she should walk around, I would think.
Yeah, I would hope so. I would hope so. Unless we are thinking, Agent, thank you so much. Unless we are thinking we should do something to the funnel there to ensure she goes around. Because let's say, right, she's taken the Elixir Collector, the barracks, the gold mine, and the Builder's Hut. She might then step forward, take out the lab, and then the gold storage, and she's not going up to the Elixir storage after that gold storage. She's coming down over. So I'd have to either make sure the miners were in quick enough to then force her up, or just create the funnel there somehow.
Right.
If you place her in between the gold mine and the barrack, she's first going to target that Builder Hut. From the Builder Hut, she should actually target that Elixir Collector. She'll step forward, target those 2 buildings, and then hopefully the nearest one is actually the lab. And if she's over that gold storage, and then once she goes towards that lab, then you get those miners in there, and she'll continue walking down.
Yeah. What I was thinking is in between the gold mine and the army camp.
Okay, let me check that.
So like in the pocket in between the army camp, the gold mine, and the Builder Hut. Like right in that region, she'll be out of range of the defenses for getting the CC.
Okay.
Then she should get the Builder Hut, the gold mine, step down to get the army camp, the gold storage, and the mortar, and I would hope from there she would walk up to the barracks.
Yeah, I actually like that. You're right. And then the key thing is still just going to be getting the miners in time, because what's going to mess up her pathing the most is that cannon that's behind the wall.
Right.
Yes, you're right. So I need to quickly pull the CC, get the Queen in over there with the healers, poison as the CC's running across, then put that bowler in really quick to get the mortar and the dark elixir drill. I'm thinking I just use a wizard on that Builder Hut just to ensure it. Then the king at the bottom, and once the Queen takes out the CC, I'll just start with the miners, because that'll force the heroes outside anyway. Yeah, I like it. Just catching up on the chat here before we attack. Marshmallow Man, welcome to the stream. Yes, Agent, wow, thank you so much for all the donations. That is awesome, my friend. Again, honestly, it doesn't matter how much the donation is. It doesn't matter if you donate or you don't donate. We do these for, you know, enjoyment, but it does take money. You know, I did have people commenting on the new graphics there, which is awesome, because I've just had this whole new overlay done in order to match the intro that we had and everything like that. Yeah, that took a little bit of money. So that's where what we get from the channel, I tend to reinvest as best I can. Right. Let's, for anyone just joining, because again the numbers are naturally, as we start getting towards the attack coming up, we'll quickly watch the attack that there was, explain how we're going to tweak the plan, and then basically we're into it. So we have a couple of minutes before we do the attack. So this is the base we're going to attack at Town Hall 10. It's already been hit with the miners. Let's show you the attack, show you how we're going to change this. So, initially, the CC is pulled with a wizard. That's obviously 4 troop capacity, which we're just going to take 2 barbarians. That will get that. The queen walks the wrong way here. So we're going to alter where we put her down. Still going to take the CC, exactly the same as this, but we're hoping to funnel her up to the outside of the base here anyway. The bowler at the bottom here misses the mortar, so what we will do is alter the pathing of that, hopefully, or alter the deployment of that, hopefully to get that mortar, create this funnel a little bit better for the king, and hopefully we'll have the miners coming straight through pretty quickly. We'll also use a stone slammer instead of the wall wrecker, because I don't really feel the wrecker did too much. Gave us a little bit of tankage for the ground-based defenses, but I think there's only 1 cannon there, so it doesn't really matter. The freeze spell we're actually going to save for the back Inferno Tower, because I think that's better value. And yes, that's around about all the alterations we need to make. There is a black air bomb up here, so we are going to keep the baby dragon in terms of hitting that town hall to then force the queen to path onto the expo quicker, get that black air bomb down. And yes, I think that's about it. We're ready to hit it. Wish me luck, guys.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you. Marshmallow Man says cool, he likes the plan, so that is good to see. And just formulating, because this first bit we need to do efficiently but quickly, so I'm just kind of reviewing in my head again. But I'm quite happy with that. Okay, let's hope we can get the 3 stars this time. Hold the queen's ability as long as possible. I will certainly be doing that, my friend. Right, let's do it.
In the car when you said the queen walk part, you confident on that part?
I think so. Yep.
Okay. That's definitely the crucial part, and I wasn't quite following what you guys were saying earlier when you first explained.
Yeah, so we're going to drop the queen in the pocket in between the army camp, the gold mine, and the builder's hut. So actually further south than what it was before. Just because then she should hopefully, after the CC, take out the army camp, the gold mine, builder hut, the gold storage and mortar, and from there, hopefully, she should go up to the barracks. We hope. Might be worth putting...
It's going to keep her from approaching the wizard tower.
True.
The from that position, the cannon is closest anyways, and he should have the miners
down. I'm hoping that by getting the miners in quick enough is why we can force the queen up over, if that makes sense.
Yeah, what keeps her from approaching the wizard tower and the cannon beyond the wall?
It's
what
fine
keeps her from going there?
Yeah.
It's fine if she targets that, and I'm hoping that she is still within range, even if she stands there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, she might actually be just out of range for turning around and going to that barracks, actually. She should, I mean, come on, I know she's dumb, but she's surely not that,
it looks like she's going to walk the same way as the other replay from what you're explaining.
You are not filling me with confidence here, actually.
I'm sorry, I right before you attack, too, I hate to delay your attack here.
No, we're far better off get it right. Let's quickly
I don't want
to
screw with things too much, but I was actually just toying with the idea of, you see that gold mine down at the very bottom by the elixir drill?
Yes.
Is sandwiched between the elixir drill and the elixir pump. Is the archer tower in range of covering that? Can you just a wizard to take out that gold mine? Yes.
Yeah, you can. You can wizard it.
Yeah. So if you put a wizard there and you put the queen in the pocket between the 2 barracks and the camp and the elixir pump at that left corner, and have the queen do the bottom side, I think you can set the path a little more efficiently.
The queen, you can, but the queen gets a lot more value on the top side, taking out defenses and the king.
Yeah. Amy Nicole,
Oh, the
welcome
king's up
to the
there,
stream,
okay.
as with
No,
Lux.
you're right.
Yeah, you lost me a little bit with that. I wasn't quite sure what you were saying, to
Yeah,
be honest.
no, it does. I mean, I think I could get the queen to walk the bottom side, no problem. But is it Riven? I guess there makes a good point of getting that king down and Expo up at the top is just you don't want to pass up that opportunity. So how do you get her to go the right way then? How about just the plain and simple, that little hole by the gold storage? What if you just put like a giant and 2 wizards in there? If they can take down that gold storage and you start the queen in between, like that little pocket from the 245 position. Yeah, that should get her to go the right way because the cannon will be just out of range. The cannon behind the wall will then just be out of range because she'll go to the lab and the other cannon first.
I mean, look, a baby dragon would work perfect there as well if there was no black air bombs. Do we know that? Did the healers come down that way?
Yeah, they did. Let's check.
Let's have a look. Because that's less camp space and it might... there's nothing to target a baby dragon there. As long as there's not a black air bomb, we could just use a baby dragon in that area to get it.
Yeah, no, that would be perfect. Because I think if you get that gold storage down and you put that queen in the pocket, I think she's going to go the right way for you.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. So there's no black air bombs right in that area, so if we just put a baby dragon in that pocket instead, baby dragon should take, them 4 buildings.
Yeah, I like it.
Alright,
yeah,
pathing is bad.
Dragon gonna hit first then?
Say again?
It's gonna do the gold. The baby dragon's gonna do the gold mine, then the camp, then the gold storage. Then that'll probably be the order he hits it in.
Yes, I'll have to relook at it. I'm just looking at what I want to drop here to take another baby dragon. I guess I've got to drop 2 miners. There's no other way to do it.
Well, do you need the bowler?
Yeah, I think the bowler bounce will work nice to get the mortar. Razon, welcome to the stream, bud. Yeah, to get that mortar. I think the bowler bounce, if we correct that, there's no reason why we can't get that mortar, and it just helps out so much to get that. The one thing I am looking at, will the baby dragon... No. If I put the baby dragon in, it gets the gold mine and the gold storage. I was just making sure the baby dragon didn't lure the CC, and it just threw me off. But it shouldn't.
Are you going to lure the CC and then put the baby dragon down to start clearing the space while the queen does the CC troops? Or are you going to try to...
I was going to put the baby dragon first to just make sure it gets the gold mine and the gold storage. And then from there, it should get the army camp and move to the mortar as the CC troops come out. Like, it might even lure them. I might not even need to use the... I'll put the barbarian in anyway.
How did time go on the first attack? Was it under time constraints?
No, it was pretty good.
Yeah, you had plenty of time because that's just going to add you're going to add
a couple of seconds there. Yeah, that's true.
As long as you weren't tight on time on your initial hit, then that sounds pretty good to me.
I can... no, I can't. I was going to say I can start the funnel at 6 o'clock, but then the CC might split, and we need the CC to go up to the queen. So... Yeah, I think that's the right option. We'll just put a baby drag there. Try and get the gold storage first, gold mine, army camp, and then pull the CC and start from there. Alright, well, now I think we're good to go.
Alright,
Spooby, welcome to the stream.
Oh, no, it's fine. That was a good catch.
No, absolutely, that was a good catch, yeah, because I think you're right. I think the queen very much could have gone the wrong way there, and it might have been an oversight. So... yeah, I don't think we need Empire, thank you so much. I don't think, Ryan, this is a regular war as well, so we're not planning for the 2-star like a CWL war. So yeah. I don't think we need to go over that again. You've all just kind of heard exactly what we're doing. But basically, once we've got the queen going up this way, we need the king on the outside of the other way, and then the miners will come right through. Alright, you guys can just, obviously spot for me. Let's just hope this one goes a bit better.
I'm too delayed to spot. It's all you, Riven.
Yeah, I'm logging in now. Give me about 30 seconds.
All right.
Just don't forget any of those steps. You got a lot of steps in that initial.
I do. I have that initial part that it does have a lot of steps. Yeah, the base is already
Okay,
2. You're right.
What base are we going for again?
Base 13.
13.
13. Okay. All right. I'm ready when you are, bud.
All right. Here we go, guys. Thank you for the support again. I'm glad that you guys enjoy these streams as much as I do. So, all right, I think we're good to go. Let's hit it. Baby dragon first. Thank you. Baby drag is in. It's gone for the army camp. One building I didn't think it would go for.
That's okay. That's all right.
Once it's just about to get that gold storage, I'm just going to lure the CC now. There we go. It's lured it.
Yep.
CC's lured. Now if we get the queen in. I think the baby dragon did quite well there, actually.
Yeah, it did.
Come on, queen, what are you doing? I pressed her ability there. I was freaked out. I thought I was going to miss it. I've pressed her ability.
Right. That's okay. I think you're still all right.
I'm going to get the slammer in here.
Yep.
Use the king's ability just to force this because I need to start the miners.
Yep. Go ahead and start your miners. There you go.
Looking good so far. Queen's going to go down in a sec though with that king.
Boom.
Is the king gone down? Oh no, he's over there somewhere.
Yeah. He's still up. He's walking
He's in
back
the
over.
middle. I think I might run out of time here, guys. The miners are too clumped. They've missed the multi. What are they doing?
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know how that happened
Now
either.
they just went back and got it. I don't understand that at all, but
Come on, miners. What are you doing? What are you doing?
good lord.
My gosh, that
Is
was
there- is there-
awful.
Is there a skeleton trap in there that we missed?
I have no idea.
Because something had to slow them down big time because
Maybe I don't know. I can't even begin to think of where that went wrong. Like, so horribly. I thought that was all set.
yeah, I thought that was good too. I'm looking at the stream now to see if we missed.
No,
Yeah,
well, let's have a
skeleton
watch of
trap
it
is
back.
rough.
Man,
There's
I don't
one
even
by
want...
the-
oh, I don't know what to say to you guys. That just didn't work as planned.
Good scout.
Good scout. Get some rookies in the chat. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
there are actually two skeleton traps back there.
Okay.
That's what we missed, and that's what slowed your miners down and got them roasted.
There was one by the air defense at the 8 o'clock, and there was one by the multi on the backside.
Yep, we
I
missed
don't
the
know
one
why
by
we
the
didn't see him in the first
multi.
replay.
Okay, so I think that baby dragon, if we were to hit this base again, I think the baby dragon worked out well.
Right.
Obviously, I probably didn't need to press the queen's ability. In fact, I know I didn't. I just seen it really low and I started panicking. Oh, the Valkyries hit the queen before I had the rage in. That's what happened. I was too late on my rage spell, but I still would have got through it. I pressed the queen's ability because I thought if she goes down, I am absolutely screwed. So I was too late on the rage. Rage should have been in well before then. That would have meant I still had my queen ability. Again, it wouldn't have fixed the entire raid.
No, I think the skeleton. I think the missed skeleton trap is what got us.
Do you think as well that my miners were too clumped? Because I did the funnel more effectively, it actually made it worse because they then clumped.
Maybe at the that may have
Like, they're
caused them
so
to pack
clumped in the
around
middle
that,
there.
multi at the beginning, maybe.
The multi, the whiz tower, the bomb tower, there's a lot of splash damage at that beginning, so yeah, that might
Right.
have added to it. We also didn't account for the stone slammer opening the wall and letting the king go inside instead of around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think probably the rage spell is their definite learning point in terms of that's something I could have easily fixed and did wrong. I think actually we narrowed the path of the miners, which just made them then more susceptible to splash, not as effective. So actually, by creating the funnel more efficiently, we messed the miner pathing up.
A little too much, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think that was the main issue. We narrowed the path of the miners. Let's watch back the other one and see whether that is the case. Cash, thank you so much. You dropped your heals way too early. I dropped my heals early because the miners were getting fried in there.
I don't know. I think they were good heals. It's just a lot of splash damage on them right out the gate.
Yeah. So let's watch this attack back, and we'll see. What I'm assuming that we're going to see here is that the miner spread is much better. But the Queen got the wizard tower, which, you know, that's one thing that we didn't see.
Right.
But yeah, the miner's spread is better, because they're targeting right the way across the defences, whereas all of mine were stuck in there on that multi.
Right.
Yeah, so the miner spread is just much better. Queen and Skelly's messed the miners up. Yeah, Jax, if you're bored, leave the stream. Go do something else.
When are you gonna do your CWL stream?
Right now. I haven't been much help to White Temple there, other than a couple of nice scouts. Yeah. Nothing else to say. If you guys do want to join us at White Temple, though, again, it's popping up in the chat. Max Town Hall 9 or above. Be sure to apply via Discord, because we have to screen everyone coming through. And we'll be doing this more often. I've already said that we are going to be doing that. I think this is probably this year, the 4th or 5th time we've done the war streams already. So we are definitely doing it a bit more often. Minos aggroed the Queen before taking the multi down, caused them to have to go back. Yeah, it did. Jax, I do stream Brawl Stars sometimes, but obviously not right now. This is Clash of Clans, so I do 2 games. So if you're here for Brawl Stars, obviously, you know, online gamers. This online gamers. I don't know, honestly. Any of my mods, if there's people coming in, just because I've seen that message a couple of times, I don't know why I haven't banned them off the channel already. I do videos. Mine is better than yours. Come check out my channel. Not cool. See you later, buddy.
That's a little rude.
Yeah, it is what it is. Alright, let's swap across to my Town Hall 12. Alright guys, so we're swapping back to our Town Hall 12. Hopefully we do a little bit better than we did on the Town Hall 10. Yeah, technical issues, just swapping across so people don't get my email address. But like I was just saying, people can generally find that anyway. So Red Elite, we are crushing it right now. We're in first place. Honestly, I can't see how we will not get promoted. Marshmallow, thank you for that. I appreciate the kind words. But I think when I looked last time, there was only base number 4 that hadn't been called in terms of Town Hall 12s, and I think the Stig, not the Stig, Sumi still had an attack. I didn't know whether he fancied doing that instead of doing a dip. But I can certainly tell you guys the plan that I was roughly looking at. And go from there. Oh yeah, oh Raven, you're not actually in Red Elite, are you? So you can't see the. Can't see it.
I can jump on. I can jump on and jump back real quick, and then go back to Psycho for my SCCWL attack. I think on the next one I'm gonna try to stay in Red Elite if I can.
Yeah, probably just depends. Zet, what was the lag like watching on the stream there versus like actually being in the clan?
I don't know. I don't know where. I think you might have gone for a second.
That's fine. I was just saying, like, if you were watching through the stream, would there be too much of a lag for you to be able to join in the conversation as much? I think Zet seemingly was able to.
It's about 6 seconds or so, 5 or 6 seconds.
Okay, that's not too bad then, I guess.
No.
So base number 4, what I was thinking, bar this air sweeper, was I could send a blimp in from 3 o'clock, and just use the cloned E-drag in order to get the queen, the single inferno, and hopefully a lot of there's a lot of like bunched up defenses there that we could hopefully take down. Then I can set up the funnel very easy from 9 o'clock to just send my king and queen in towards the town hall, just wall break that section, and then just press up straight through the middle of the base. Probably with a Lalo would be easiest.
Right.
Was my rough plan. But that sweeper will definitely cause an issue for that. Flying straight into a sweeper is not ideal. This is the only 12 left. I haven't spoke to Sumi as to whether he wanted to attack. I think number 8's already called by King Slayer, and we've basically got 2 dip attacks that we need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And dip attacks are great for maximizing stars, that's for sure.
They are, and we need to do it. Like, one of us needs to do it.
Right.
It's just how much the other guys are planning. Like, if we're going to sit here for 45 minutes and plan, maybe I'll be the better person to hit the 12. But I don't know.
Right.
Welcome everyone that is just joining in. Let's take like 5 minutes, see if we can roughly get a bit of a plan for this base, and if not, we'll maybe look at the 11s.
Okay.
But if it looks like we have a plan that is, you know, looking promising, then we can try and refine it.
Right.
Can you guys hear me now?
I can.
Yep, we can hear you now.
Yeah, sorry, my reception's bad. I'm out. I'm not home.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I mean it's cool to still have you here. What I was thinking is we start formulating a plan for base number 4. And if we think it's looking promising, we'll just run with it and keep going, or if not, we'll just take one of the 11s, because one of us is going to have to take the 11s. But I know Sumi still has an attack, so he might be good for taking the 12, but we'll see. I don't know how long, I haven't heard from him. I don't know how long he has to plan or anything like that. So what I was saying, Zet, was maybe sending a blimp in from 3 o'clock. There's a lot of bunch defenses. I could get the blimp over the Inferno Tower quite well. Take the queen and kind of spread onto all of them defenses, but I am flying straight into a sweeper is the problem. Then I was going to send my king and queen just into the town hall to take that, and then press through the middle of the base. Probably with Lalo would be the best option.
So like an Electron to a Lalo?
Yeah.
I mean, you could always freeze the sweeper.
I could, but I can only freeze it, let's say, for either the blimp coming in first, but then once the balloons and the E-drag come out as well, it's going to be on them, so it's then, like, you can easily mess up your clone as well and, like, miss the troops on the clone if it pushes them back, and then they retarget somewhere else. It's you got to make sure you don't mess it up.
Yeah.
Just a bit risky is all. Eddie, you take care, my man. Thank you so much for watching. Hog the base, says Marshmallow Man. So, kill squad from the bottom. Right. Take out the wizard towers. I don't know. I'm not really seeing a clear option there. And remember, this one, guys, is a CWL attack, so we need to ensure that too as well.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Hog Riders, I don't think, on that one.
Sam the Mighty says Queen walk to the town hall, BK to funnel her, then Pekka, Bowlers, Grand Warden would be a non-risk 3-star attempt.
I like the Bowlers idea, except for the Maltese.
Yeah, I'm always just a bit funny with Bow Witch, me, you know.
Right. Well, Bow Witch either 3 stars or it fails miserably. There's really no in between.
Yeah,
not much
exactly.
Anyway.
So if we came in with a kill squad to the town hall, we could potentially take a jump afterwards and jump into that compartment where the eagle is. If we took a big enough kill squad, that would get the queen and the eagle. and probably the multi-inferno up there as well to the north of that. Then could we
With
Lalo the
Valks, are
rest
you
of the
thinking?
base? Pardon?
With Valks, are you
Valks?
thinking for that, or?
Maybe Ballers would be better in that situation. Oh yeah, Valks might be good. If they jumped across, they could ensure the Queen and the Eagle, because she'd be standing right next to that, wouldn't she? So yeah, that could be not too bad if we created a funnel here, got the Wrecker in to the Town Hall, King, Queen, Grand Warden for the Town Hall, Giga Tesla.
Right.
We should get that whole area. We'd get that sweeper. So then we could start the Lalo at 6 and come in behind the sweeper down there, hit that multi-inferno first.
Yeah.
That's not sounding too bad.
I like that. I like starting the Lalo at 6 to get that multi down.
Yeah.
Just an alternative thought before we start getting into the planning is coming in with the Wrecker from the gold mine at the 5 o'clock there, heading kind of straight through those 2 narrow channels towards the Town Hall. Get yourself that multi, get yourself the CC, get the Eagle, get the Queen, and then coming in with miners from the 8 o'clock. And then, setting something at like the 10 o'clock to cut a funnel there so the miners will follow in.
Straight to the Town Hall with the miners?
Yeah, and let the miners do the Town Hall and let the kill squad do the Eagle, the Queen, and the CC and get one multi on the way in.
Yeah, just make sure that your Grand Warden is with the miners, because that Giga Tesla will shred those miners.
Yeah, I tend to rage the miners if that's the case.
A rage, a freeze, or a warden, I think all work pretty well.
I don't know. I don't then know the miner pathing, like... I'm just trying to visualize where the miners are going to go. If we've taken out this little section...
Yeah, you'd have
come
to
into
do
here.
To kind of pinch in where the king is, and something to kind of pinch in where those huts are, or that mortar is up at the 10 o'clock, so that when they come in from the 9 o'clock, they head straight into the Town Hall. Plus, you want the king out of the way. You don't want the miners tied up on the king. I mean, God, you can almost bait the king with like a giant that cannon and drop a baby dragon behind it or something. Like you can cut a funnel and kill the king in one shot.
No heroes next to the Giga miners does seem good for it. Yeah, I guess it's good for taking down the Town Hall. My only concern is I'm trying to visualize where the miners are going to go. We've still got quite a few wizard towers coming around to the top there that we'd have to deal with.
Yep, you would.
And it is a lot of base. Like, let's think of the kill squad then. So you said you'd bring the Wrecker in towards the wizard tower and the multi down here?
Well, probably kind of alongside them. So kind of coming in through that elixir storage towards the Town Hall, so that you open up that first channel alongside the Inferno, and then you open up that second channel alongside the Eagle, so you could get both on your way in. I mean, you can still do the other one. I just try tossing it out there as an idea. I'll help you plan whichever one you want.
Yeah, I'm struggling to visualize that one a little bit more than the...
Yeah, go with the first one then. It always helps when you can see the plan.
Guess the one thing with the Lalo is if we did do the Lalo and we start from the bottom here, the Lava Hound is going to get shredded by the single Inferno because I can't get over there too quick. I then lose all of my coverage basically for the rest of the raid. Probably only take 2 hounds. Guess if I took a heal spell as well, it would work. Yeah, I don't think Dragbat is the best option for this one. There's just, the splash is very spread. There's nowhere where we could put it necessarily where it would get massive value. So yeah.
Dragbat would not work on the space, I don't think.
Yeah. Riven, what do you think? Do you think the miners or do you think the Lalo in terms of your plan? In terms of listening to the plans?
And
I can't make my mind up.
They're both viable options. I think I like the Lalo better. I think I like the Lalo better for the safe 2-star.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely get the safe 2. Okay. Let's just start building up troops for that then. I think I have. I'll just cook up my generic Lalo army to start with, and then we can go from there.
Okay.
Okay, so alright, I'll call the base first so that there's no upsetting anyone.
Right.
Right. In terms of, obviously I mentioned the Wrecker. I mean, I'm finding that the Stone Slammer is always a good alternative for the Wrecker, especially if we don't need to get too far. I like the Stone Slammer
better than the Wrecker. I use a lot of Dragbat though, but if there's a defense, I'm assuming you're gonna deploy the Slammer kind of towards the town hall to open that up.
Yeah, so if I got the Slammer to target that Archer Tower, it would open up that wall compartment. Oh, the
Correct.
voice chat is in White Temple, Raison. Maybe we can jump across to... Are you guys both in my server?
Yes.
Can we jump across there so Raison can join us?
Sure, yeah.
He's a good Lalo attacker. So I'll be in my server. Yeah. I'll give you the roles that we need, Raven, because I set up a different channel. So I'll do that now, and I'll meet you across there.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think we set up the... Okay, we'll sit here until he comes across. I'll just give everyone the roles, guys, so that they can... Okay, now they should be able to come across to this channel. I think. Just get this working in the background, guys. Can you speak, Raison? You can?
Yeah, I can.
Move to... Oh, he's there.
Yeah, we're good.
Good.
We got
awesome. It's all worked. All worked, guys. Did you have any input, Raison? Is that why you wanted to join, or were you just thinking to kind of hang out?
I just thought like Jed's plan of the miners would work better.
Okay.
You'd get a lot of like 2 wizard towers, a multi, and the eagle down with the kill squad, because it's very narrow path there for the miners to come in from the town hall side. If you just take 1 baby dragon at the workshop, and then for the 1 maybe ED for the other side, so you can just easily funnel the outside so that the miners walk straight down the town hall side. So to begin with, I would just send 2 loons, or with 2 or 3 loons just to get the archer tower, and then send the heroes and the wrecker just to get in into the multi at the 5, and then there I would get even.
So you think we'll get both wizard towers across there?
At least a bomb tower and the wizard tower.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'd get the multi, the bomb tower, and the 1 wizard tower come up, and I'd hope to get the eagle, the CC, and the queen if we were pressing in from down there as well.
I'm not sure about queen, but we would be.
We'd have to get the eagle. The eagle would definitely, if we're doing the minor, we definitely have to do the eagle.
The queen is less crucial with miners than it is with the lava loon.
Yes.
Yeah, but the eagle is a must, though.
The eagle's crucial.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can do that, then all you have is 1 multi and 1 single. So 1 multi, like miners can hold on to 1 multi. It's not a problem, unless you have a lot of ground skellies.
Yeah, it's tough to know, and I think the tornado trap's right next to the town hall there as well, actually. So we probably would need the Grand Warden's ability over there, because the Giga Bomb not the bomb itself. Sorry, the Giga Tesla wrecks the miners so quickly.
Yeah. But as you were planning Lalo from D6, as you were right, because the first hound at the single Inferno would be fried.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking. So that was my main concern with the Lalo. I think if I could keep the Lava Hounds alive, it would be a lot better.
Yes, that's for sure.
Alright, well, I mean, I tend to attack with miners or Lalo anyway, so I'm happy enough going with the miner plan if we can refine it to... I was just struggling to visualize, like, I was struggling to see it in my head. So, once the miners come in, they take the Giga Tesla. Like, where are they going from there? I can't predict from there.
Well, if you have down that Eagle compartment, they're going to head up to the multi and to that AD at the top.
Yeah, so they're going to be getting smashed off the Wizard Tower, the multi, and the Bomb Tower. So we need a heal there. We probably need another heal round by the Bomb Tower anyway. So probably 2 heals in that area, I would think, because that is a lot for them to get through.
Kind of stagger them a little. One kind of more towards the Wizard Tower, one more towards the Bomb Tower, but covering the multi, something along those lines. And then another one coming into the 2 Wizard Towers at the right, above the Queen.
There's a chance as well they just miss one of them compartments. Like, if they bulk up too much, they could just go straight to the gold storage, the multi, and actually miss that compartment up to the left.
No, but if your kill squad goes right, I think till the air sweeper, your area is already cleared. Like air sweeper at the multi, so they have a narrow path on the L section, so they can just after the town hall.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They can just go straight, which is the multi compartment, and then to the side Wizard Tower.
So as part of the kill squad, what would you throw in there, given that we have no idea what the CC is, in order to make sure? Because if we're doing the kill squad, we need to make sure that we get the Eagle.
Yeah, then as
we
you
need to
don't
make
have
sure the
Sheilas,
Wrecker breaks that wall actually on this side. So we'll probably have to put the Wrecker in, like you said, Zet, from the Elixir storage to make sure it breaks this wall. Probably next to where the Expo is a roundabout where it'll do it.
Yes. And you're not going to do a Queen Walk, so you can have a heavy kill squad, say around 30 or 32 minus INF, and then invest everything in the kill squad. I would say take a haste for the Archer Tower, and then you can probably get a mortar, a cannon, and the Archer Tower at the, what is that, 4?
I'll just start roughly cooking up the army, and then we can go from there. So I'll just cook up loads of miners. We needed a baby dragon as part of that funnel. Let's go 1, 2, 3. In a rage for
you
the
might
minute.
want 2 baby dragons, because you might want one by the king side and one at the 930 side, just so you can really set that path for the miners. Plus, not tie them up on the king. Just it takes a while for them to shovel through.
You need 3 loons, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, I gotta go for a bit, guys, but I'll try to come back on hopefully before you attack to see if there's anything else I can do to help.
Alright, have a good one, Zet. Okay, so
I would add a 2 or 3 wizards, because just to kill
for the king?
CC.
For the CC?
Yep.
So if we think about the kill squad first, then let's set the funnel for the sorry, I'm just gonna... Yeah, Dragbat doesn't work for this base death, so yeah, we're definitely not hitting with Dragbat. So you won't convince me to use a strategy that will not work just for the challenge of it. So you think a baby dragon onto the army camp at the bottom here is where you would place that army camp, elixir collector, and then it'll funnel that way.
I would do elixir collector first, because if your kill squad is going to take the army camp, then they can move towards the army camp at the center, rather than like going the other way, because Baby Dragon can go from the Elixir Collector to Mortar.
I might put a balloon on top of that mortar.
Okay.
Yeah, Ahmed, feel free to... Oh, yeah, you've done that. You've hit him. I was going to say, feel free to just, you know, ban them straight off the channel. You don't have to just delete their message. Just ban them off. We don't want people on the chat like that. Yeah, one balloon on the mortar would just take that down, and it helps with the funnel, but it's... I know the mortar doesn't do that much damage, but we might as well, if I can pop a balloon straight on that. If there's a black bomb there, we've protected the baby dragon. Take that mortar. Baby drag comes this way, like you said. Should funnel a lot of that. On the other side, it's a little bit trickier with that air defense, but we should still be able to get a baby drag onto probably the gold mine, I'd say, just to make the funnel big enough. Gold mine, it'll come down to the mortar. Then I can use the king on the elixir collector to kind of funnel that way. And I think that's the funnel made. I don't think we need to do anything else than that.
But I would like to mention the archer tower needs to go down, or if not, the queen can walk after the archer tower towards the cannon.
Right, okay. So that's where you were saying with the haste, you think is needed for a couple of loons there?
Yeah, because there's a AD. If not AD, I would have just said the 2 loons, but as there is a haste, like AD, I would just recommend a haste, so that you get the cannon as well as the archer tower down with 3 loons.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. And it's extra stuff off the wall wrecker as well, isn't it? So
yeah,
I can do that before I deploy the wrecker, and it just means the wrecker's going to get that bit further. Because we needed to break the 2 walls, basically. And if we take down that archer tower and cannon, there's only going to be... There'll be an expo, an archer tower and a cannon, but I'll put my king in first so that he hopefully tanks that expo for the wrecker.
Yeah, and as well, when you're doing the loons, if you can put the baby drag on the gold after gold mine, it might go to wizard tower. In that way, you get a 2 wizard tower, one by the kill squad, one by the baby dragon.
Okay, so
but it has to be fast. I'm sorry if I'm clear or not.
Yeah, I'm guessing then, because the loons can easily target that mortar instead of the archer tower, I'm guessing we probably put the haste. We deploy the loons from in between the dark barracks and the gold mine to hit that archer tower.
I would put a haste on the elixir.
Say again, sorry, you broke up.
I would put a haste on the elixir pump and the gold mine in between.
They'll go to, if I deploy the loons there, they'll go to that mortar first.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to put them
so
behind
I'd have
the
to, if we
mine.
want the archer tower, I'd have to put the loons like directly 6 o'clock of the archer tower. So down there is where they would target the archer tower. And that's if a Tesla doesn't pop.
Okay.
But even if a Tesla pops, they should go take the Tesla, then the archer tower, then the cannon, then come to the mortar. Because otherwise, there's no telling that the loons will actually go to the archer tower from the cannon, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So we'll do that, and then the baby drag can, yeah, if for whatever reason it has got that mortar, we'll pop it on the gold mine, and yeah, wizard tower would be a bonus. If not, we'll just use it as part of the funnel. And then I think the funnel's all set there. We don't have to do anything else than that. We probably do need to think of this other compartment though with the multi.
I would still recommend a wrecker first, then the king, because the wrecker has to get to the elixir storage, so it takes a lot of time. If the king gets faster, you would just walk on the left side. So if the wrecker can break the first wall, that is more than sufficient. You just need to break 1 layer of wall.
I'm worried the wrecker doesn't get through the layer that we need. So we need it through this first layer and the second layer in order to get access to the eagle. Because if I miss the eagle, we're not getting the 3. And that's going to be the expo, the archer tower, the cannon.
Okay,
I guess it might still do it.
Yeah, because if you just break the first layer, it's open for all the other compartments. Like I'm saying the wall right behind the elixir storage.
Oh, okay. but then you're missing the multi down the bottom then.
Nope. I'm saying just the one adjacent to the exact pocket, actually, the corner of the pocket where the wizard tower is there.
Like here, this is where you want the wrecker? I think, I don't know if we can target that with the wrecker. We'd have to come in through this entire section.
Yeah, like the dark barrack and then the elixir storage, then to the wizard tower. With
what? With the wrecker?
Yep.
Wrecker's not pathing that way. When you look at the town hall, the wrecker would go to the dark barracks and it would... Is this the wall you're on about? This one here? I know the stream's like 6 seconds behind, but... Hero, these are guys from my clan that are basically, that are helping to plan the attack. And yeah, the purpose of the live stream is to help the plan and the execution, so...
Yes, the one which you selected the wall, I was telling about that wall.
That's the wall. Okay. What I'm saying is that we then need to make sure this layer of wall goes down as well. Otherwise we don't have access to the eagle.
Okay, then...
So we need to make sure the wrecker gets at least that far, otherwise we don't get the eagle. And if we're attacking this bit of wall, it means the wrecker is probably not gonna... It's not gonna then attack to then over here, and we miss the eagle.
I'm pretty sure because you're getting the archer tower at the 4 o'clock, and then your baby dragon is on the motor of the left side, which is being tanked by the archer tower. So your wrecker would be just hit by only the X-bow, so then it can just cross the first layer of wall.
It's going to get hit by these two defenses on the bottom as well. It's going to get hit by the cannon and the archer tower. It's going to have 3 defenses shooting at it.
Say that again, with the cannon of at the...
I'm just going to check that...
No, it won't touch it. And the archer tower, like if you drop the baby dragon at the motor, it should be tanking for it for a while. At the same time, you can drop the wall wrecker, if that makes sense.
No, it didn't.
Okay. I'm just planning to drop a wall wrecker just between the gold mine and the dark barrack, exactly in between that.
Yep, that's where I was thinking of dropping it, so that it comes to here and then gets the wall around about here next to the expo, I would think.
Yep. That makes sense.
But then that's what I was saying, then we have to focus on this compartment because the wrecker... Actually, we probably don't, you know, because the queen will shoot over and get the multi and the bomb tower. And even if we miss these 2 buildings here, like, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, because your miners are coming from the bottom, so they should be able to get there as well. Okay,
so that bit's... Well, I'm kind of happy with that bit. Baby drag on the mortar, yeah, we're actually going to use a balloon on here first and the baby drag here, Madness.
Okay.
I'm just checking that no one's put anything in the chat that... Ryan said make a plan B in case the eagle doesn't go down. I think we just had Empire again with the bits. Thank you so much. I mean, Hero, I answered your question before. These are people from my clan on the call. So we have Razon and we have Riven, but Riven is muted right now. He has all the roles. I don't know whether he's just had to jump off and muted himself. I'm guessing that's the case. He hasn't messaged me. Oh, there we go. I didn't know whether that was on my end or your end that you'd muted it. Right, so we've got the kill squad bit done. Then in terms of the miners over here, to create the funnel for the miners, what do we want to do? So we probably, I mean, the miners could just be used themselves, even from this elixir collector, as long as we spread them right the way across, and we had the king and a couple of wizards on this side to take the workshop, the barracks, the dark barracks, sorry, gold storage, elixir collector, then the miners can just take all of this trash themselves as they come up towards the Giga.
Correct. I like it.
Sam the Mighty says, I would probably use the slammer for that archer tower that you plan sending the loons. Is that... So let's see this slammer then. This here. So we put the slammer onto that. It opens all of these walls up. I guess the issue with that, Sam, is then we don't secure this multi. Oh no, that's fine, Hero. Yeah, and we need to get that multi. So that's why we're doing the wrecker instead of the slammer. But yeah, feel free to continue adding points. And look, it might be that your point is, you know, a better option and we choose not to use it, but I will, you know, take note of everyone that's adding stuff in there. And there's many ways to take down a base, you know, so that's the beauty of the game. But honestly, this stream, I don't know how many people I've banned on this stream. It's been insane. Do you think that's okay for the miners on that side? I am Vic, welcome to the stream. Do you think just the king with some wizards to take that and then the miners pressing through the trash? I don't think we need to... don't think we need to make it any more complex than that.
No, I think that'll work just fine.
AQ reaches the multi over the wall? Really? Would she really do that? I don't think she'd ever target it over a different defense. I don't think she would.
When it's more than 4 tiles, it's 4 tiles away, so she can't.
Yeah.
She can't.
I mean, yeah, it's not even like we can use the slammer down there to take this section and then continue moving forward. If we could be secured that the slammer could get the mortar, archer tower, cannon, bomb tower, inferno tower, and then went to the sweeper, then it would be awesome because it would open all of that, but it'll go down in this section. Then we don't have access to the eagle. So yeah, we'll stick with the wrecker plan. In terms of the miners, I probably think that's enough to create that funnel. The king and the wizards press the miners through the trash. As long as they go to that Giga Tesla, we need to make sure this is down actually. So we might need a baby drag, yeah, to put on the workshop, get the barracks, and use the king here to make sure we get these storages, because they need to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, so let's get another baby drag. What am I doing? So, third baby drag. Then how many wizards do we have? None at the moment. I'm actually going to take 5 wizards for that. No, 4 wizards. Let's go with 4. 5 fits nicely. Typical. So we want in the wall wrecker. Valkyries will probably be the option, or will it? No, we want bowlers actually, because the Valkyries will split and could go anywhere. We want the bowlers to help get that eagle. We might get fortunate and get the X-bow behind it. So we want wrecker, bowlers, rage. Okay. Then I'll use a training potion. Then I think we're pretty good to go. Don't make difficult. This base is an easy one. Give me some more advice than that. If it's easy, it is easy to 3-star this base. Come on, mate. Well, share your advice. Come on. How would you 3-star it? Don't just keep saying it's easy base 3-star, easy to 3-star. Tell me how you do it if it's easy. Lava Loons, I'll tell you why we didn't go with Lava Loon. And where would you attack from then if it's easy? So we were going to come in with a kill squad here for the Lalo. But the issue with that is the Lava Hounds will get fried on the on the single Inferno. Because the Loons have to get through all of this before they get across to it. So I lose my Lava Hounds. Then I have no tankage for all of this. Which
way too many steps
is way too much for the hounds to get through. It just wouldn't, you know, it might work, but the risk involved is a little bit more. It's definitely not an easy 3-star.
I don't think they were meant to have themselves in an easy 3 stars.
Yeah.
Hey Judo, where was you going to put your queen again?
So Right, the funnel section, we'll put one balloon onto the mortar here. Then the baby dragon elixir collector will then come down this way. The 3 loons with the haste to this archer tower. Then the baby dragon over this region. Then the queen probably just on the elixir collector here.
Okay.
Queen on the elixir collector. So the queen can take that. And then come to here and come down over as the wrecker comes in. And actually, as long as I make sure that gold mine goes down, it should be okay. Because once I've taken the archer tower and the cannon, she shouldn't walk around the top side. As long as we get that. Check the warden. I will do that now, Kim. Thank you. I can do it mid-battle, but you're right. It's on A. It's far better off just not messing around. Why not hogs? They're so good. I mean, it could work. It's not a strategy that we planned out, to be honest, but the splash damage is very spread.
And the queen is far.
Yeah, the miners get through the Giga Tesla so much easier. The miners will not... The Giga Tesla won't need to be activated either, so the miners can get through the Giga Tesla without it ever, you know...
And ever since the eagle buff, hogs are a lot harder.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get that eagle. I'm hoping we get that eagle. Warded with army or wall wrecker. So the warden will definitely go on the miners. And the reason for that is we have a rage spell for them over the town hall. But honestly, I think the tornado trap is right there next to the town hall. So the rage and the Grand Warden's ability is potentially going to need to be used there. But we'll see. What do you think? I mean, it's a very valid question. If we send the Grand Warden in with the kill squad, as soon as the ballers come out, we pop the ability. The ballers do pretty good value over there. If we have the Grand Warden's ability.
In that case, I would still add 3 more ballers in your camp along with the CC ballers, because you have already 35 miners.
Okay.
So I will just take 3 extra ballers.
And would you... Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So let's do that. Yeah. I think the Grand Warden in with the kill squad might be the better option, you know, because the miners should get through that. Maybe one giant for that wizard tower at 12 when the miners reach there. This one? Yeah, that's a good idea. It's just adding complexity to the plan, which is good, but it's ensuring that you can keep on top of it all, if that makes sense. You can't have too much complexity. What could we drop to make that work?
A miner more?
Even another miner, yeah. I'm just conscious I don't like dropping the main bulk of the attack.
Yeah, but 30 is good number, I say.
Yeah, definitely. Use miners with Warden. That is Warden with Kill Squad. I'm not sure if you realized, but that's your comment's a bit contradictory. We'll go over the plan before I attack. Don't worry, I'll go over the plan again. But it has been a little while in getting this one planned out. So we've got 10 seconds. Once that spell is done. Yeah, exactly, Madness. It is. It absolutely is. And again, these streams are... You know what? I've only just thought. We are forgetting about you guys over on Twitch.
And you just
okay,
need
didn't like that was too much there.
You need a poison, I guess?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I guess...
Poison and a freeze would be better than a 4th heal.
I was going to say a freeze, but... Is there... I often look at like earthquake value, because sometimes that can be really good.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But you don't need the activation of town hall.
But I don't need, no. I think we'd be better off freezing the town hall. So we have the, if we take the freeze, We go poison, freeze. We can freeze that town hall when the miners are there, because that's... I have a rage spell for that to help get them through, but actually if I just freeze it, it'll help a lot more as well.
Yep.
Max Mac said, just did an attack on Town Hall 12 in CWL, 99% 2-star off miners. Man, that sucks. Unlucky. Do we have more war attacks this stream? Unfortunately not, Trustin. We did 2 Town Hall 10 attacks just before this. But I do want to do these streams a lot more often. And actually, what I am going to be doing is in my Discord, I have a separate place for the live planners now. So we can all jump on and do that. Awesome, Nate. Once this is cooked up, I'll go over the plan again and we will attack. And let's have a look at the actual war situation. We haven't got any 12v12 triples here. But we did last war. Because I didn't do... Okay, let's just hide that user on the channel. See you later, buddy. We did have some... Oh, we had a 0-star last war. What happened there? Didn't see that. We had some amazing 3 stars. And I don't think we showed you this 3-star either. No, not that one. Which?
The last one, yeah.
I'm thinking about the stream the other day. I thought Sumi had a 3-star that I didn't show. Thought it was on this one. Oh well. Couldn't find it. I have a question. It's 1 AM, maths exam comes through. Yeah, you should go to sleep and concentrate on your maths exam. I appreciate the support, but don't spread your troops when you use ground troops, otherwise you will never get the 2 stars. Just attack from the bottom after you clean the right and left sides. I've no idea what that means. I've no idea what that means. Right, I think we're good to go. 4 loons, 1 for that. Right. Let's do it. Let's do it. We've discussed the plan enough. The save 2 should be good. Trustin, yeah, thank you so much. These streams are like really good for just, you know, planning, helping me learn, helping you guys learn. It's good fun as well, nice and laid back, and just kind of going for it. And if we fail, then we get to basically look and learn from that as well. So let's get into it. Let's go over the plan first, so anyone just joining can see it, and then we'll get the attack done. So, the plan for today's attack, for the CWL, obviously we're doing quite well at Red Elite. I'll show you a bit of a recap once we've done the attack, but this one is a minor attack. So, we're first going to set the funnel down the bottom here with 1 balloon onto this mortar, then the baby dragon onto the elixir collector, who will then come down this way. Thank you so much for the bits, Empire. Thank you for that. We then have a couple of balloons that will target directly onto this archer tower with a haste. They will come in between the dark barracks and the gold mine. Hopefully take these 2 buildings. Then we'll have the baby dragon onto the gold mine, come down to the mortar, and we will have the war wrecker come in between the dark barracks and the gold mine, which should target this wall around about here, and hopefully in the middle here. So the idea between that is we can get the multi, the wizard tower, and the eagle are the big things we want, alongside the queen and the CC there. So we have a poison, we have a rage, we have the Grand Warden's ability alongside a couple of bowlers as well, and we're hoping to get at least all of that. Cross on the other side, where we're then going to deploy the miners, we have the baby dragon onto the workshop here, which then should move this way. King onto the mortar, alongside about 4 wizards, because basically we need these storages down for the miners to then come through all of this up towards the town hall. We have a freeze, a rage spell for that area, because we need that town hall down, plus it's very deadly on the miners, the Giga Tesla, so we're probably going to need a heal in that region as well, but we'll see. Then as they come up, we're going to probably need heals here, and maybe one over on the back end there as well. It's kind of just getting to them back end wizard towers where it gets a little bit more troublesome. But we will see. We also have a wizard, giant, sorry, to distract this wizard tower on the left. So that is it. That's the plan. Wish me luck. Let's get into it. Don't think there's anything else that we need to add. Just need to hope it works. Alright, let's go for it, guys. So, first things first. Balloon on the mortar. Hopefully that takes that down, which it does. Beautiful. Boom. Baby dragon there, which is good. Then we have the haste, followed by 3 loons. Knew there was going to be a Tesla there, and a black air bomb. I wasn't expecting that. That is going to mess the pathing up a little bit. Definitely going to mess the pathing, so we're going to have to put that there. Then we will put the wrecker in. Come on. We need the queen to be ensured she comes in here. So let's put the ballers in. Then let's put the queen in. Followed by the Grand Warden. Now that should be timed enough whereby we all get through. We just need to make sure that the wrecker gets this next bit. It's not going to, and I wasn't expecting that. Get the poison on the CC. Let's just see what happens from there. There's nothing else we can do. I'm not going to commit any more troops. Come on, the baller's got the bounce onto the eagle. That was insane.
Awesome.
That was insane. That couldn't have gone any better. I am just kind of watching in that area, but I think my queen's good, so I am just kind of starting this section. I'm just really keeping an eye on my queen here. But she's okay. Let's start the miners. King's done his job.
Yeah.
Press his ability. Looking good at this point. Let's put the rage here ready. Queen's actually doing a fantastic job. Miners have crunched up a little bit, but let's just see how that pans out. Miners are there. Raring to go. I've put the heal in ready because they need to get through that section. Queen comes back around. Queen's ability. Let's use the giant. Might have been used a bit early there, but we're still looking okay. Use a heal here as the miners come through. What else do we need? I wasn't expecting that Tesla farm up there. I don't think we're going to get the 3 here. We knew it was a safe 2. We knew it was an optimistic 3. But let's just see. I'll hold on to this final heal until I think we're going to have to use it over here near the bomb tower, to be honest, just to try and help with percentage, because we're not really going to get much further than that. Going to probably end up with... Oh, the tornado trap is up there, which I wasn't expecting, guys. Still a decent attack. We still got the 2 stars, which is obviously in the CWL you need to secure. I knew we were definitely a bit optimistic coming around to the end of the raid. The ballers were definitely the MVP, getting the eagle on that one. But I am enjoying bringing you the journey as well of the live attacks in the CWL. 70% obviously for this one. We do have a couple of people on voice with us as well. We have Raison and we have Riven, so thank you so much for helping with the plan, as with Zet, who was here earlier. Let's quickly watch it back, see what we could have changed in that. Any ideas, Raison, as to what we could have changed in the plan?
The Tesla farm at the top was surprising, and the kill squad was excellent.
Yeah, the kill squad was excellent. It worked fine. We were expecting the balloons to get a little bit more here. I'm just watching them. 3 balloons. We were expecting that cannon as well. But the placement of the queen worked well. I held back a little bit on her deployment just because I didn't want her to take out too much before the wall was opened up. And I think my deployment on that queen was actually really good.
Yeah.
So as they
After
come
the kill
forward...
squad, after the kill squad was looking really good. But I don't know why the miners like fizzled out quite early.
They did. Anyways, let's just see what we could have changed. Poison could have came in a bit better. Poison could have came in sooner. Other than that, I'm not sure. I was thinking of using my freeze to try and protect the wrecker to get through and then potentially, you know, get a little bit more, but I decided not to, and the ballers getting that eagle with a bounce was insane. I knew the ballers were the better option there. They then activated the Giga. I didn't see that, but the funnel over this side worked really well as well. Getting all of that down. Didn't notice the baby dragon went down, but at least the amount of wizards we took meant that the storages went down because we needed to funnel the miners onto that town hall, which worked perfect. Honestly, I don't think it was a bad attack. I think it's gone quite well. It just didn't quite pan out. Fizzled towards the end of the attack. Freeze was good. They got that no problem. I probably didn't need to use... Well, yeah, I did. I used the heal there, and it was definitely needed. They were getting a pounding off that Giga Tesla. Giant was maybe a bit too soon as well, guys. I could have held back. The idea of that Giant was to distract the Wizard Tower, so I could have held back on that. Honestly, I don't think there's a lot I could have changed. Maybe it was just the wrong strategy in terms of the 3-star on that base. Let me know, though, what you guys think. And let's basically show you where Red Elite's progress is before we wrap things up. So, you've seen the rest of that attack. We tried to hold back on the rest of it in order to do that. And in terms of our progress at Red Elite, we're doing quite well. We're still up in first position. Honestly, I don't think there's any way whatsoever that we will not get promoted. It's looking very, very good. What we'll do is we'll show you a couple of 3-stars over the previous days, and then that will wrap things up. So, in terms of the attack itself, just before we move on to that, see whether some people in the chat had any ideas as to what we could have changed. Solid 2-star. Yeah, well, thanks for the support, guys. That's awesome. Good funnel. Awesome bounce on the Eagle. You're absolutely right. Already subbed. Happy clashing. Thank you so much. The Ice Golem and the CC can't be helpful. Yeah, it is tough. Amazing teamwork. That's what I like to hear. Yes, it was. Plan was solid. Wouldn't say you could have changed anything without a good scout. Yeah. Don't use miners, use yeah, it depends on the base, dude. I know you said that it was an easy Lalo base, but yeah, I disagree. I disagree. We're not going to come to a 2 spread out for miners in my mind. Okay, that's interesting to take note of. Sam, you always have some... Thank you for the support. You always have some great stuff on these types of streams. You always come in with some brilliant comments. For that type of base, miners are not good enough. Okay, well, can you expand and tell me why they're not good enough for this base? Because we thought they were. So why are they not good enough? The bats are still strong, though. Yeah, but again, I didn't think the bats were a good one on this one because there's no massive value that you could get out the way of other splash damage. So, yeah. 2-star is, yeah, I mean, you need to secure the save too, so that's what we did. That's what we did. Useless attack? Well, it wasn't useless, but if that is the only comment you can make, you know, we have a positive chat around here. Oh, you've already been hit on the channel. Ahmed has beat me to it. Thank you so much. What would be good enough? Yeah, we'll find. I never used miners before. I might try them. Yeah, they're good, Kim. They are good. Kyle thinks it was a good miner base, proper pathing and good heal value. Yeah, I think we just fizzled out towards the end, basically.
Hey, Judo.
Yeah.
Did you notice the value the queen got? She got the king as well as the queen.
Yeah, the queen was... like, that kill squad worked perfect. The kill squad was insane.
You got the enemy queen as well.
Yeah, I popped that a bit. I saw the giant bomb go off right as I popped the ability, and I was like, oh, she might go down here. But then I kind of took my eyes off her just to... There was nothing else I could change in that area. And I saw she was about to attack the queen. That's why I pressed the ability, but I didn't see whether she actually got her. But obviously, you're saying she did. That's amazing. Amazing value. Yeah, Ballers did a good job there as well. It's a shame they couldn't get that cannon. One bounce off. Yeah, that's insane. Look at that. Then the queen continued to come round. What a trooper. A couple of people did suggest Bow Witch Ryan, but we just decided against it. I'm not a massive like Bow Witch fan, if that makes sense. I used to be, but I don't know. It's a lot harder to plan out efficiently. So what we'll do is finish up the stream. That's it. We've done the live attacks. I can't say they didn't go to plan because they did. It's just none of them really came out. You know, that's how it goes on the streams sometime. Last stream or the stream before, we had two 12v12 6-pack, 3-stars, got a 6-pack. So that's how it works sometimes. But the whole idea is that of these streams is that we enjoy it, which I certainly do. I feel I improve from doing it. I love you know, just having a chat with my clan mates as well. If you guys want to join us, Red Elite or White Temple, they're the two clans I obviously streamed with today. Be sure to follow my Discord. It's been popping up in the chat, but obviously it's in the description of any of my videos. We did mention the second channel as well, which is pure gameplay on different games. Judo Sloth Plays, that channel is called. So head on over and drop a sub there to help and show your support. And I think that's going to wrap it up. I want to thank Raison and Riven for the helping with the plan today. Thank you to Agent and Empire for the donations and bits. And obviously Zet, thank you to him as well. He had a dash off earlier. And Landon, actually. He was at the start of the stream. Man, we've been going for 2 hours. Insane. Thank you, guys. Any final words before we wrap up?
No, sir, man. Solid attack. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. And we'll definitely be doing some more of this, guys, so we will definitely get these guys on. But that is going to wrap it up for today's stream. Thank you all so much for the support. Until next time, peace out.